Finally, after a long, wet, cold May, I'm off on my very first milk run by bicycle to the valley this morning. Absolutely picture perfect day out here today. A good time to get back into the rhythm of weekly milk runs. We get our milk from our friend's dairy farm about 4.5 miles down in the valley. To get there, I drop about 1,000 feet rather quickly down our back roads, get to the valley and over to the farm. So let's take you along for the ride. First ride of the season. Gotta try and be a little careful as the roads are still a bit washed out from recent rains, and I'm a little bit rusty on the bike. We lose so much elevation on the ride into the valley that I hardly have to turn the pedals at all. This is one of the few spots, just getting through the intersection and then starting down again. Of course, it's an entirely different story on the way back up. A little bit of fresh stone on the roads, tidying things up for the spring. And another spot where I have to pedal for a few strokes. Moving much slower than I normally do. Probably should slow things down even more in my old age. Onto the main highway. Looks like first cut is in progress. It was delayed a little bit here by all the water that we had in May, but I'm sure that there's a lot of hay on the ground right now. A few days of dry weather anyhow before it starts up again tomorrow. There we have it. Fresh cut hay. I love that smell. It takes me all the way back to my earliest memories. I was a kid, these parts where I grew up was dotted with dairy farms. Now there are only a few left. Looks like this will be the next to get baled, all raked up into the windrows. Up ahead is my friend's farm where I get my milk. It's also where, if you saw my previous video, where I get my organic composted cow poop to nourish the gardens. During the wintertime, the milk runs are by automobile, and it's not nearly as enjoyable as riding my bike down. Milky Way. And so begins the slow climb back up out of the valley, 1,000 feet in elevation, back up to the homestead with a half gallon of milk. mostly short, steep pitches. Then it gets a little easier. Give me a chance to catch my breath before the next quick steep up. I think the grades on this climb range all the way up to 12%, which is this one. You can really tell the impact of winter off the bike. A little bit of a break here. Such a perfect day. This is the point where age starts to show itself. No mail today. Less to carry up the hill, I suppose. All right, half mile to go. First bicycling milk run of the year complete.